How are you going to get your employees to buy in? As we talked about in part one, we talked about you need to have a vision. And once you have this vision written down of how things are going to be sometime in the future, whether it's 1, 2, or 3 years, you then need to take that vision and share it with your team so they know what they're buying into. But there's other things you can do as well. And the next thing that I recommend is to create clarity. You see, in the book, First, Break All the Rules, Buckingham and Kaufman, they talk about a study that the Gallup organization, the Gallup studies, the ones you always hear about, and they did a study of 1 million workers and 80,000 managers. And what they found, what they were asking is, what would deem a great job to stay in? What would cause you to stay in a great job, or what would cause you to leave a good job? And what they discovered is that it wasn't money. It wasn't their health benefits or bonuses. What they discovered consistently, that it was clear expectations. Clear expectations was number one. So how does that, or why does that matter to us as business owners? Because what you want to do to help your staff buy in to this vision, to what you want to create, is to give them very clear expectations. Clear expectations in their role, whether it's a front desk person, a physical therapist, a biller, an aide. What do you expect of them? And how do you measure the success of that? Because what employees want to know is what's expected and how do we measure? Because what that does is reduce uncertainty. It reduces confusion. It reduces worry or angst. Anytime we can create more clarity, there's a better chance that we're going to have more buy-in and commitment to what we're doing. And if evidence and research support that, then we should be able to do it in our business. And I can tell you, as a business owner for many, many years, and having staff come in and out of my business and do everything wrong and a few things right finally, I can tell you the more clear I was in what I expected, the better results we got. The happier my staff was, which of course, when you have a happy staff, a less confused, a less dramatic staff, they deliver better patient care. They deliver a better experience, and that's what this is all about. We want to impact and deliver an amazing experience to our patients and to our community. So, the second thing you can do is create clarity, clear expectations in each of the positions. Ask yourself this question: what does success look like in that position? And how do you measure it? For example, the front desk. What does success look like if someone is engaging and doing the front desk position? You know what that is. You know what you want. I believe you know what you want. So how are you going to measure that? You might measure it in percent arrivals or cancellations. You might measure it in how much money they collect at the front desk in copays and deductibles and supplies. You might measure it with how many patients actually come in based on the number of referrals that contact our office. There's lots of different ways to measure. The key is you got to get clear on what your expectation is, what your target is, what success looks like. And when you do, your staff can now buy in because they know what's expected. And if they choose not to buy in, that's great too. They can go work for somebody else. At least it makes it clear. So give that a try. And don't forget part 3 coming up soon. The third way to get patient or to get staff to buy in